and welcome to GCU Reviews.
Getting closer.
What's hot and what's not.
Getting closer.
Bye.
Getting closer.
Hey y'all, it's Dee.
And I'm Danielle.
And welcome to GCU Movie Review.
We back.
Today, we talking about the piano lesson.
Yes.
The Washington boys.
It's a bunch of Washingtons
Yes.
involved in this one. It's an August Wilson play, and they adapted it to screen. What's funny is it was adapted by Malcolm Washington, again, one of Denzel's boys.
Mm-hmm.
He did the screenplay for it and directed it, and this is his directorial debut.
Yes.
His first time.
First time. And he did a pretty good job, I might say. And then the other baby boy's in there.
John David.
John David. I like saying his name. John David.
I know, you gotta say all his names.
He played Boy Willie.
Yes, he played Boy Willie in this.
Main character. And he was fresh. You know what I'm saying, for me? Because, you see people and you see that he was a fresh character. That's why I think I had to start it over a couple times. Because I had to get him in my system because he was a lot. Sometimes I just want to tell him, shut up.
He was a lot. And so the thing about this is August Wilson plays, he's done 10 that were in the theme of highlighting Black life. And so far, 3 of them have been adapted to screen, and Denzel Washington has been involved in all 3 of them.
Yeah.
So Fences was one, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and now The Piano Lesson.
Yes.
So he's just got a thing for August Wilson plays.
And and I see why.
Exactly. It's it's dialogue heavy. It's a lot of backstory. It's a lot of intricacies into the characters. And like what you were saying about Boy Willie, John David Washington's character, about him being a bit too much sometimes, the way that August Wilson built the characters, there's a lot being said without saying.
Without saying, yeah.
Because you also have his sister, Bernice, who is played by Danielle Deadwyler.
Bernice. Play
Yes.
for me, Bernice.
And Danielle Deadwyler is just such a dynamic actress. I absolutely just love the way that
Because
she
you
portrays
can,
this character.
feel her emotions.
You can.
Like, she is just so great with expressing the emotion that you just kind of feel it with her.
And she was a school teacher.
Yeah.
Before this, like she was a school teacher and figured out that she wanted to do this because she'd be reading stories to the kids and acting it out, and they were enthralled by it. And she
Right.
said, you know what, I could probably do this.
And
That's
I'm
crazy.
with them. I'm with them because I'm all in with her character.
And all of that was needed because basically the plot of the story is you have a family, the Charles family, who is dealing with the past in the present, trying to get away from their past
Right.
and trying to build a new future.
Right. But you can't get away from them.
But you can't get away from the past. And the main thing that's kind of holding the space together and also tearing things apart is this piano, this upright piano that they've had since slavery time, where their family was owned by the Sutter family. And he had charged their great-great-grandfather to carve decorations into the piano. And what he did was carved all the pictures of his family members into the piano. Right. And so there's a lot of history tied to it. There was a lot of loss behind this piano. There's a lot of pain, and Bernice and Boy Willie are basically the epitome of that pain, where he wants to sell the piano to get some land because that's what he believed his father would have wanted. And she wants to keep the piano because she can't see herself parting with it as part of their history, but she also doesn't want to deal with the history.
Right.
And that's where you get all this supernatural stuff that's happening. There's ghosts.
There's ghosts. They started seeing Sutter's ghost. And then once the baby seen it, now everybody want to take it seriously.
Exactly.
And then her uncle,
Doker.
played by Samuel.
Yes.
Of course, Samuel.
Jackson.
Can we talk about the mustache? I mean, he's been in a lot of costumes.
That threw me
But
off.
this little Hitler mustache they put on him, honey.
And it was kind of crooked. There was a couple scenes where it was crooked.
Where I would just want to take it and be like, here, let me.
It's like when Viola Davis, excuse me, I said Washington. Viola Davis was in Fences, and she's in that scene where she's crying, and then she got all the snot bubble on her, and I just wanted somebody to squeegee it
Come
off
on,
her face.
get it off the face. But the mustache, Samuel.
That mustache was doing some
Ducab,
things.
what was his name?
Doker.
Doker.
He was the uncle of Bernice and Boy Willie, and he kind of served as the wisdom and the voice of reason throughout this whole thing. And all the other characters that are in it, played by different people, and it was acted superbly, represent different facets of Black trauma, pain,
and the way they deal with them. And that's what it is. So it was like they all are dealing with this trauma of this piano that caused death in their family and all that. And so each one of them are dealing with it differently. And now, now it's all coming together.
Exactly.
So,
and there's a lot to it. It's a very intricate story, but what's one of your highlights for you?
My highlight was just like when they was just getting rid of it,
Casting
I'm
out.
into that type stuff. So, when she was playing the piano and he was fighting with the ghost and the ancestors came in and saved the day. And then everything, was over. That was because that was the buildup.
Yeah, that was.
And that's what I was ready for. Like, how y'all getting rid of this?
Yeah, because it was just culminating. It was constantly building. And I think one of the highlights for me is the way that they used music throughout the entire.
So that's how they got me.
Yeah.
I started this movie but once the music, that's how I was like. Yeah, especially when they started hitting the table and singing. Man. Come on.
There's a scene with Wine and Boy, which is another one of the uncles, Doker, Samuel Jackson's character, Boy Willie, and Lyman. They're all sitting around and they just start singing this. I guess it's a railroad song.
A railroad song.
Because Doker was a railroad man, which is why he's in Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. And this is 1936, the Depression era.
Right.
Is when this is all taking place. And so he was a railroad man and he's just trying to retire in Pennsylvania. Because of course, Black people came from the South in the Great Migration and started happening in northern cities to get away from more oppressive Jim Crow laws and the KKK. But they start singing this railroad song and you could just feel it. Like I felt it in my chest.
Oh, that's when I was like, okay, Danielle.
And they just started hitting it.
You
and
picked this
the
movie,
moan
girl.
and the groan, and you could tell that Doker, there was some, like he got into the song, but it was some pain involved because that's hard work.
It's hard work, and I'm glad I made it. I made it.
Yeah,
and I never want to go back there again. Pretty much, and that was just, and that was his pain, that how he was dealing with it. Mm-hmm. And then Whining Boy was dealing with the pain. He was singing and traveling and having women and drinking and he was an entertainer. So, that's how they was all dealing with it. And then it was great to see how they brought it all together as a family while they all was there incidentally. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't planned that they all was there. And to just work through it.
Yeah, it touches on so many aspects of Black pain, trauma, life, overcoming. Another music scene they had in the juke joint, Erykah Badu made a cameo. She did 2 original songs for the movie, which I thought was really cool because one of my favorite songs of hers is Green Eyes, which is very 1930s juke joint type song. Right. So I thought that was dope. And then at the end of the movie, on the credits, they did a Frank Ocean song called Wither. And that was, I just liked seeing that tie all together too. So I would say that was a big highlight for me outside of all the story.
Good. I'm glad you are coming with the music in the movies, even though it was a musical.
No, it was very spiritual involved. And it was very purposed.
And yes, come on, she's growing. She's growing. Yes.
So I'm going to give it a high.
Absolutely. Denzel, the Washington boys.
Y'all
did a good job. Y'all did a good job.
Y'all did a good job, Washington boys.
Yes,
y'all did a fantastic job. I think it's a great legacy. Again, I'm very curious to see how many of the August Wilson plays they do. Because this is going back all the way to 2016. Because I think that's when they did Fences. So I'm really excited to see if they carry this forward, if they make it a life mission to continue to do the rest of the stories.
And that'd be awesome.
Because the acting was superb, the setting, everything was great.
It was great. Everybody did their part and did their part well.
Yep. It's on Netflix right now. If you guys want to check it out, let us know if you've ever seen the play before. I have actually seen the play before prior to all of this. And this pretty much brought it to a whole nother level for me. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know your thoughts on it. And we'll see y'all next time.
Get at us.
Bye. welcome to GCU Review.
Getting closer.
What's hot and what's not.
Getting closer.
Bye.